So you've gone to the doctor, and he or she has given you this terrible diagnosis that you have ALS. Eventually, you'll say it's a terminal disease. Uh, Walking out of that office or that building on that day is going to be complete shock, and then X number of days or hours later, it's going to hit you like a brick wall. So advice as to what you can do. First of all, you're going to need to have some time to absorb the fact that this is going to happen to you, and that might take you a day, a week, a month, or maybe even never to accept the fact that this is happening to you. You're going to probably be angry. Why is this happening to me? And all those types of questions that anybody with a terminal diagnosis has to go through. Okay, once you've finally got that into your being and accepted it to whatever extent you can, then in my mind, there's some things that you should do. First thing I think that you need to do is try to be proactive. You also need to advocate for yourself. So if there's something that is bothering you, then you don't just accept what the doctor's telling you. You have to advocate maybe a little bit further than you have ever had in the past. Get tests that you think that you need to get done, and move forward. I guess the next thing you have to start thinking about is what are the things that you're going to need in the future. And unfortunately, I'm going to sit here and tell you that you're going to need a lot of things. You're going to need a van that can move around with you in it, being a wheelchair accessible van, and they are not cheap. You can buy them used, so please look for a used one first, because if you're looking for a brand new one that's been modified, you're looking at something over $100,000. The next thing you have to take a look at is how you're going to adapt your living arrangements. As you progress through this disease, whether it's very quick or slow, you're going to need to make modifications to your house. You're going to have to think about the fact that you're going to end up in a wheelchair, and that because of that, you're going to need access in and out of your house. So that there might have to be ramps put in either inside or outside your house. You might need lifts. If you're going to do a chair lift, that's problematic because you need some kind of chair at the bottom and some kind of chair at the top. So that is very hard to think about. You might have to make renovations to your house. You might need to put a lift over your bed. There is countless other things that you have to think about with respect to living arrangements. And I like to say that there's all sorts of government plans to help you pay for all this stuff, but really, in reality, there really isn't too many available to you. So this is a costly disease. Maybe lean on your family, outside extended family, for help, but you are going to need to do some of the things. If you don't do those things, it's going to be a barrier to not only yourself, but a big problem to your caregivers, to enable them to do the things that they're going to need to do for you, to get around the house or get you into bed or get you to the toilet. There's countless things that you have to think about. So you need to talk to people who have gone through this, and they might be able to steer you in the right way. Sometimes if you are trying to do things at the last minute, it doesn't work. If you're going to do a renovation to your house when you finally need to have a renovation done, you're not going to find a contractor that's going to be able to come within a week or two. They'll say, I'll be there in 3 months. Well, 3 months is going to be 3 months of time that you can't get up to your bedroom, or that you can't get to the toilet, or you have to be proactive. The other thing I would say, outside of all those changes that you have to make, your family and support people are very essential to keeping you motivated for the day, for the month, the week. I have a wife that kicks me in the butt every once in a while and says, we're going to go do this. And that really helps. If it's not your partner, maybe you have a friend that'll take you out somewhere or come and visit you or do something, but you have to try to develop that kind of support around you to keep you smiling and having some fun and just getting through this. Some people won't want to talk about it with you, and others will let you rant, because every once in a while you need to rant. But find something that find that support group if you can, and try to come up with other ways to keep yourself as busy as you can, because just sitting there wallowing in sorrow doesn't work after a while. You have to accept it and just go forward.